Good morning to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. On this morning's update, we're going to go over a myriad of different topics, mainly relating to the XRP price action. We'll take a look at Bitcoin is up another 2,300 points, or up 4.2% today, as it briefly touched 57,000, but right now we're at 56,842. And as I've been pushing the message for the last several weeks, don't go short on Bitcoin until it actually rolls over. The shorts are going to lose their shorts. They've already lost their shirts, their hats, their shoes, their top hat, and now they've lost the sunglasses. The only thing you have left is your ponytail. If you go short, make sure that Bitcoin has finished this rotation. Just because it's oversold, we have not given back to the bears. And every time we have consolidation, we continue to the next level. This is a nice lesson into crypto if you're just starting out. As we can see, the volatility, even when it seems like it should be overextended, Bitcoin runs up another 2,300 points today. We are not surprised in the community, and we'll go over the fact of where that broadening wedge support was and the resistance that turned into support yesterday when we had a successful daily close over the top, and now it immediately ran out of it. We'll look at the technical targets that are on top. We have XRP that's up 1.9% today, approximately, up to just over that 56.1 cent level, depending on exchange. And I did add another chart. So now you should be used to me having three charts. So not only today are we going to go all the way back to 2018 so we can work our way in from January 2018 when it went to all-time highs to where it converged 27 months later to a swing low at just over 10 cents in March of 2020, to the current formation, or the current time frame we're in, where that exact formation has been consolidating for 6 years, and that pattern has to end December of 24. We'll take a look at that. We'll also take a look at the new chart that I'm expanding into that goes back to 2021, a little more extended than the June of 2022 formation. So we'll see exactly what that has to entail. Right now, we're firmly within the July of 2023 formation, as we broke out of the January of 2024 formation, confirmed it on a back test, and now we're on our way up. We have not hit our technical resistance yet in the July of 2023 formation. So we're going to go over a myriad of different charts, and we're going to try to figure out where we're going from here. Please make sure to hit that like button so that YouTube will recommend this video. And that's just not important for new viewers. That's also important for the older viewers that might not have got an alert that my video was coming out. And now because you guys have hit that like button and YouTube is recommending the video to more people, it ends up turning up on their algorithm. And now they've seen it on their YouTube feed and they find their way back home to this beautiful community. So I just want to thank everybody, and a special shout out to the members of Tom's Army who continued a month after month, all the way from 1 month to going on almost 3 years. You've helped me support this show. You've helped me fund this show, and you allow me to put this out exactly the way I see it in my own image. So I thank each and every one of you for that. So let's timestamp this very quickly. Good morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, February 27th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I suppose let's start out from the farthest out, and we'll work our way in. So Bitcoin, what I was talking about on this morning's formation, if we go all the way back to 2018, I want everybody to see this. I want everybody to be aware of this, and I want everybody to start to get used to this when you come into this community. 2018, because it's very important to understand the current rotation. 2018 all-time highs up here. Let me grab the arrow just so you can see. So right here is when we hit all-time highs in January 2018. We converged for 27 months until we finally had a new uptrend here. It's very important. This is where we consolidated and finally hit an uptrend. And we found our uptrending support. So that was right here. And it was a very important consolidation because now we knew our swing high all the way down to our swing low. We ended up having that ultimate bear market rally here in April of 2021. It failed. We came back down, consolidated. That uptrending support stabilized in 22 and 23 several times. So that uptrending support was validated. Now this pattern's been converging. So basically, this pattern ends December of 2024 one way or the other. We've hit support, resistance support. We've not hit that last resistance yet. So my theory is it'll at least come up here, even if we get rejected, to hit about 75 cents. And then if it takes until the maximum capability, it's December of 2024 for this rotation on. So that's a 6-year consolidation. And now it's a converging triangle at the end, as I like to call it. So that goes all the way back out so you can see the farthest formation. Now we go back to today's formation. We're at about 56 cents right now. XRP is on the top side, as we've been talking about, of this descending triangle. And it's important to start to understand now that we are, in fact, starting to push up a little bit. We broke out of this descending triangle, and this goes back to January of 2024. And we'll work our way out to the all-time pattern now from here. So we're on top of this descending triangle resistance as support now. We're on top of that major pivot point of 534. So now it appears on here like next step would be 66.6 cents. Although that is true that this formation would suggest that, that's not exactly what's going on yet. We now have to expand this out into the July of 2023 rotation. This is the pattern formation. Now what happened here is starting on February 1st, we started to create a new uptrend so that we wouldn't have to continue consolidating through. And we've hit it 4 or 5 separate times. This is pointing at a resistance of 57.8 cents. Even if we get rejected, if you're in some kind of trade, 57.8 cents would be a sell signal if we got rejected, you know, theoretically in the short term. I'm not saying that even if we got rejected, it would be worth selling. I'm just saying that could be your first signal, as if we come up to that pattern formation top or downtrending resistance in July of 2023, and that would be at 57.8 cents. So right now I'm looking at 57.8 cents. This line going up was the technical target off of that uptrend hold. So that's what I'm looking at right now, is a push up to 57.8 cents as long as this continues to play true. 4 hourly, we got plenty of room to continue bringing that RSI down, because I have it inverted right now. So the RSI going down is actually getting into overbought. And if it goes up, it's oversold. I think this was a better way to put it. I like to put it opposite against what the market's doing. So it gives us an easier interpretation if things were to reverse. So that is the July of 2023 formation. So now, if we get above that, then it brings up the June of 2022 resistance. This pattern formation up here at 66.6 cents. And this formation as well has that descending triangle from January 2024. So we're all in line right now. So now I went a step deeper last night as I was looking on my own. Well, what happens if we get past the July of 2023 formation and the June of 2022 formation? Well, where does it put us now? Well, now I brought out another chart that I did yesterday. Now this would be XRP going all the way back, and let me bring the daily down so you can see. This is XRP going back to that resistance in November of 2021. And then we came down and created an uptrending support down here around January of 23. And now we're converging. So if we break through those prior formations, this would help us get up to about that 79 cent mark if we can get through the 2022 formation. This would help us start pushing towards the all-time high resistance on that downtrending resistance, and this could help you dictate exactly level. So as you can see right here, 75 cents on the all-time converging pattern from all-time highs and down, 6-year consolidation so far. If we were to get past 75, you've got an extension zone here, and this is right around 82 cents. I know this is out of the realm right now, but this is the possibility of the setup. You could be targeting as high as 82 cents even on a fake out to fulfill this pattern and then continue converging possibly. I mean, this could, in theory, come up to 80 cents and consolidate back down to 57.9 just in this rotation. So expanding it out into here, we can see there is definitely a possibility here of what could come. And right now we're up 1.65%. We're looking okay this morning. We've had a nice little reversal, and now we've got a lot of top-end pressure here in this daily candle. This is a very bullish-looking candle right now in the daily. It would be in our best interest if we could close over 55.8 cents. You would have a daily close over the 200-day after a beautiful reversal. And yesterday we talked about XRP's daily candle. If you weren't here, and if you were here, you're well aware of this. We talked about yesterday how it was not a long leg doji reversal. It looked more like it was disguised at what could be a dragonfly doji, which is very interesting if that's the exact setup. Because if that's the key, that means that we're going to have a continuation up. And to me, it doesn't look like it's done yet. That's why I like to bring it down into different formations. I think this is the one that stands out right now because the July of 2023 rotation, or the pattern formation, I should say, suggests that bouncing off here the way we have and holding that support, it suggests that we should be coming up to about 58 cent area at minimum. So let's just consider this as we're paying attention to the charting today. I know we've went up and down and up and down. Bitcoin's consolidating like you would expect. 56,800 roughly. So we'll see exactly what has in store for us the rest of the day. Could we have a volatile day? You never know. But Bitcoin right now looks like a beautiful candle engulfing in the daily again. It has come down a little bit from the extreme top at 57,460. Now we're looking for a close to maintain at least 54,600. Even if it comes down, 54,600 would be your layer. Now, that's on top of the broadening wedge. That would be our first actual... We've already had a close over the top of the broadening wedge yesterday, but this would be a consecutive candle close, and this would be a very bullish proposition here. The technical target out of this is anywhere between 64 and 66,000. Your first move up, if we did continue, should be about 61K. There's some resistance there. But as we know, all-time highs is at 69,000. So if XRP moves up one more leg, it would be truly interesting at this point. At least for me, it would. It would be truly interesting. The XRP market cap right now. And real quick, this is ascending formation. Bitcoin formed out of this broadening wedge. So as we can see, we're in a broadening wedge. The legend is 2 hits on each side. Resistance, support, back to resistance. It created a bull flag, as we determined, had an ascending formation that was created within this. And that only told us if we had to have a volatile swing back down, that would be the hold point. Support. There was a few hits already on the way up. And now it broke out. Now if it backtests and continues moving, even if it doesn't backtest yet, we could still have volatility to the top side today. It's had a nice move. And believe it or not, right now if we look at the chart, an hourly, every time Bitcoin tries to consolidate, it finds a new leg up. And the volume, even though it's been a little interesting, so to say, this morning, there's still been volume coming in the hourly. So right now we're targeting this top, which we're right about 57,249. And let's see if we have any more volatility this morning. If we get another surge of volume right now this morning, it's going to be very interesting because Bitcoin is trying to clear out the lower regions. But we did have such a volatile spike up. You understand consolidation happens up and down. But right now, even with consolidation, Bitcoin's up 2,100 points. XRP hasn't done diddly squat in my opinion. We're looking at that 578 mark. So yeah, it's great. We came up 1.45% right now. But it hasn't even come up to the technical move yet. So I think it's hinting to us that we have to be patient. We have to let this transpire in the right way. And what we've been thinking is starting to come to fruition, as we can see. With XRP, it has moved up a little bit. We have not successfully taken the 56 cent area. That's what we're doing next, it looks like. But we're targeting 58 cents approximately, around that 578 or 58 cents for the July of 2023 rotation right now from that pattern formation. So that's what we're looking at. We're on top of the descending triangle from January of 2024. So just pay attention to the fact we are moving to the next level. And yes, every time you move up, consolidation's fine. But eventually it looks like we're going to get up around that 58 cent mark. And ultimately, we very well could be poised here for a move to between 60 and 66 cents. Because I still like that July of 2023 formation to break through and then put us firmly within that June of 2022 site of the rising channel resistance. Even on a bearish proposition, you would think you would hit that rising channel resistance one more time, prove that this is bearish, and then start pushing down, or even come up to that 75 in the all-time pattern formation and get that third hit of resistance and confirm this consolidation is going to continue until the end of the year. These are all possibilities that could play out, and Bitcoin is helping us right now. So pay attention to everything I said during that technical analysis, and let's read this very quickly. Before we start reading this, please make sure to hit that like button so that YouTube will recommend this video. It will allow new viewers as well as the older viewers to find their way back to the community. even if they are looking for the updates, maybe YouTube didn't give them the update, by you hitting that like button and allowing YouTube to recommend this video, it will allow even the older viewers to find their way back home, as it'll pop back up on their feed because they're part of the algorithm again. So if you're looking to trade XRP, your favorite crypto, very quickly, look in the video description below or pinned comments. If you're in the USA, look no further than BITUNIX. It works fantastic in the USA. Lowest spot fees, whether you're leverage trading or spot trading. I highly encourage you to use BITUNIX in the USA. No VPN required either, so it makes it very easy and seamless transition. If you have the ability to use MEXC and you're outside the US, or you're already a current user, as new users are not allowed due to further regulations or regulation concerns, they have no spot fees on the spot or leverage trading. So if you have the ability to use MEXC, please take advantage of that for the foreseeable future, as that's only a time-limited event going on. And then with PHEMEX, if you're in England or the UK, a lot of people have told me PHEMEX is the way to go for them. The US has restricted PHEMEX, but if you are one that needs to use it, that's also in the video description below. So USA, I highly encourage BITUNIX. Just look in the video description below and you'll find everything you're looking for. If you do appreciate my work, consider joining Tom's Army to pay it forward, as I do put in an exorbitant amount of my time. It's worth every moment of it, but it does take away from my outside time. And what the most important thing we have is our time. Or consider sending one YouTube super chat per month to help pay it forward and fund this program, as I guarantee you no paid promotions, no paid advertisements or sponsorships of any kind. I don't push any products, and I do this under my own accord. So you get a free viewing experience, and I guarantee you and promise you for the life of this channel that all information is free, including seeing my portfolio as I build it. As long as you stay true each and every day, I'm not going to put out and say, oh, this is what I have and this is what I have, but I will show you each and every move I make, and you'll be able to have the exact portfolio as me for not even a penny. So why is that Ripple XRP price up today? After buyers confirmed the support at 54 cents, XRP returned on an uptrend. In the following, we take a look at a few technical indicators that might provide some insights into why the XRP price is up today. Key support level is 54 cents. Now we're targeting key resistance levels of 60 cents and 68 cents. 1. Buyers successfully defend key support. This past week, sellers attempted to stop XRP's rally and push the price back on the support at 54 cents. However, buyers were not phased and they managed to regain control of the price action, which is now back on an uptrend. 2. Higher low confirms uptrend. Since the price was well defended at 54 cents, XRP made a higher low. If the trend continues, this should be followed by a higher high, which has a target of 60 to 68 cents. 3. The bullish reversal on the weekly RSI. The weekly RSI has made an inverted head and shoulders reversal pattern, which could soon see it break above 50 points. If that happens, then the price may continue its uptrend and aim to reach 60 cents next. So we've had a lot of key things that have happened. These were 3 key factors that I wanted to show you outside of my technical analysis, which I show, but it highlights this very nicely in the XRP weekly RSI, as we have an inverted head and shoulders pattern that should bring us up here. We also had the higher low confirmation, and buyers successfully defended the key support of 54 cents. So those 3 things culminating should lead us to push higher. Yes, if we have a consolidation like you've seen this morning from 56.5 to like 55.3 or 56.3 to 55.3 or 50, that's normal. This is normal. Bitcoin consolidating is normal, but XRP appears the rally is not complete yet, and we should be targeting, like I said, next layer is the 57.8 or 58 cents. According to the weekly RSI, having a inverted head and shoulders, which is a bullish reversal, we should be coming up between a 60 to 68 cents. So what I'm saying is July of 2023 formation. We went through them all in this update. If you need to see it again, make sure you look back. But the first target should be the July of 2023 resistance, which would be at 57.8 cents. We get above that, then we can target the pivot points of 60 cents. And then ultimately the rising channel resistance, if we get above that pivot, for the June of 2022 rising channel is up at 66.6 cents. If somehow we make it past there and we still have steam, then that's why we brought this chart into play. This is the November of 2021 formation, And this would have a chance to bounce all the way up to resistance. Now, mind you, we would have to break all the way through the 6-year conversion and consolidation above 75 cents from the pattern that started in January of 2018. If we get above that, then you start to open the door for 82 cents. And the fact that this rotation is from November of 21 tells us that if we do come up, there is a slight chance that that rising channel resistance, obviously that would have to be broken, but there is a chance that that 6-year consolidation could come to an end if we were to come up to that area. And then we would converge on this pattern formation. So it'd be very interesting how this plays out, but don't get too excited. Let's take this one step at a time. First step of good news is we got above this descending triangle. We created a weekly reversal in the RSI with the inverted head and shoulders, which is a bullish reversal. That's a signal. And now we're firmly on top of this descending triangle from January 21. So I'm going to present it to everybody. Pay attention to the July of 2023 formation. And until it breaks above, this is your rotation. This is not an uptrend right here. This is actually the technical target after we measured it out. And for some reason, it won't move. There we go. So this is the technical breakup target. It's supposed to come right up to here off of that move. So that's why I'm saying look firmly within this pattern. 57.8 cents or 58 cents. We're looking at 58 cents and some change. And then if it gets rejected, then you could see a consolidation back down to 54.6. But right now we're looking for a push. We're looking for the push up, even if it consolidates down. As long as we hold this 54.1 cents now, we're good. But we're looking for a targeted move right now of 58 cents. That's what I'm looking for this morning. That's what I feel like is going to happen. So we have to continue watching, and we have to continue to be emotionless. The one reason I always talk about playing the winner and not the victim, coming from an angle of love and not hate, being positive and not negative, is because when the rotation happens, we've got to do this from an emotionless standpoint, and we have to have every chart in front of us. The news does help, but right now from a technical side, we talked yesterday, when that stuff was announced by XRP, what did I say? With the state of California coming out and saying that Ripple is now being a civil lawsuit, or a lawsuit is being brought up in the California because they say Ripple illegally sold unregistered securities when it came to XRP. I say that's a bunch of bullshit, hogwash. You know why? Because the CFTC, the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, is in charge of Bitcoin now with the ETF. So they've single-handedly stated, by putting Bitcoin as a commodity, that all of crypto is a commodity. You can't just put the biggest player as a commodity and say all the altcoins aren't. So this is a bunch of hogwash. And in the end, this is another distraction tactic and another way to keep you out of your XRP. But as I keep telling you every single day, stay aligned with the current rotation. If you are new here, I called the bottom on Bitcoin at 26,500 on the quantitative easing, switching from tightening to easing. And I said, buy your favorite crypto. And this is almost a year ago now. We're doing so well in our favorite cryptos. We have a beautiful positioning here. Don't let the manipulators get you out of something that you've worked so hard for. Don't let the naysayers put you down. Don't let social media and YouTube influencers that couldn't draw a chart if their life depended on it trick you out of your position or tell you to sell your XRP for some total shit coin. XRP is not a shit coin. It's a stable coin. This could be used as one big case study, the reason why the price is moving in such a short amount of movements and how it's able to stay in the same price for so long. This could be the ultimate case study for a stable coin, as the World Bank already announced it, and I've been saying it since 21. This could be the way to finance the world banking sector when we go from a cashless society to a digital fiat, and the banking system can no longer print exorbitant amounts of money to make their cash on hand look good. They can use XRP as a world stable coin to cook their books. So if their books are low, they send a little bit of XRP depending on the price. It makes their books look a little bit better. It makes it look like they have a little bit of capital. That's what I believe is going on. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you made it until the end, please make sure to type in hashtag be better, do better, so that I know. Hit that like button so YouTube will recommend this video. Look in the Trade XP, your favorite crypto, video description below. And if you would like to show me support, I would appreciate if you join Tom's Army to pay it forward for the exorbitant amount of time I put in, or consider sending one YouTube super chat per month. Have a blessed afternoon, everybody, or a blessed morning to begin. And I'll see you this afternoon, but don't forget to give thanks to your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ on this beautiful Tuesday morning as we're all able to be with each other. We're all here breathing. And in the end, a lot of the other stuff is minute, so let's just keep our vision focused. Thank you all so much for giving me the time of this 25 minutes this morning. I was able to get everything out, and hopefully these updates are finding you well.